We have a quick style workout today, as always, no equipment, just about as big of a space as you are. And we'll get warmed up and I'll tell you all about it. Let's start down in our space, warming up our spine. There's going to be a lot of up and down today. If at any point it doesn't feel comfortable to get up and down quickly, please take your time. So let's start down in a tabletop. We'll start with some cat-cows. Inhale draws your spine, gaze is up, tailbone up, and then exhale, round everything out, starting nice and slow. But don't let that fool you. This is a quick style workout today. Last one like this. And then take your right hand behind your ear, super light, and just rotate up and then close it. Elbow goes towards your wrist. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. And continue that motion, just warming up some twists through the spine. And switch over other way. Take your left one behind your ear. Feel it open first and then close it out. It's trash day here, so if you hear the trucks, that's what it is. Hopefully they'll go down the street quickly so you can hear the cues today. Last one. And then sit it back, take your left leg out in front and find your way into a lunge. And we're gonna move with this one. So we'll go lunge, send it back, half split. Lunge, opening up to your hip flexor, half split, opening up through that front hamstring. So today's workout I call and then we plank. So we do 1 minute of an exercise and then we plank. And then we go do another minute of a different exercise, switch sides, and then we plank. Our plank is always for 45 seconds. Our exercise is always for a minute. Now, a minute is a long time for some of these smaller muscle groups, so break when you need to, and then rejoin us whenever you can. Last one, forward and back. Make sure you have water nearby, and we're gonna get started. Let me adjust my camera a little bit so you can see my space while I'm down on the ground. There we go. We're gonna start with a squat and a lateral lift. So working your quads in the squat and then your IT bands in the outer part of your hips in the second part of the move. So it looks like this. We sit low, weight in our heels, booty goes back. So you're like this. As you come up, I'm gonna twist just to show you, it will be lateral lift. My body doesn't change. Squat, lateral lift. So you want to take out that drastic lean as we move through these. Here we go. 1 minute on the clock. The squat's pretty slow. Really focus on your full range of motion, and then your kneecap faces forward on the lateral lift. So you really feel it to be outside of your hip. If we turn it up towards the sky, it's a totally different move. You need to modify, don't sink as low. But if you can get into that kindergarten chair, I'll challenge you to do so today. We're more than halfway through. Make sure you're breathing, not bleeding, breathing. Ten seconds, and then we go into our first plank. So very little transition. It can be from your hands, it can be from your forearms, and we're down. Come on down, find your plank, get into it as fast as you can. If you're from your feet, you want a straight line from your heels to your shoulders. If you're in the modification, you want a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. So really squeeze those hips under, tighten through your core, tighten through your glutes. Press through all 10 fingers no matter where you are, and you're halfway through. If you're modifying, try to come up, even if it's just for a second. Tuck your tailbone under. and breathe. You got 10 seconds, and then we're going into tricep push-ups. So those arms are nice and tired. I'm gonna modify. Drop your knees, tricep push-ups, unless you wanna go from your feet. Elbows ride all the way straight back towards your rib cage and press up. The goal is to get as low as you can, but if your low as you can is here, that's okay. Triceps are still working as long as you're hugging your elbows close. You can lower all the way down, just don't rest. Halfway through, do as many as you can. What does that mean for you today? "15 seconds. You got this. Last couple. Elbows are in so tight. 3, 2, 1, plank. I'm coming down to my forearms for this next one. Once again, from your feet or modified from your knees, especially if you're modifying. You're tucking your tailbone under so your butt's not in the air. Just connect with your breath. You focus on the space between your thumbs if your arms are in the shape of the number 11. 10 seconds, you got this. We're gonna be back up on our feet. 2 and 1, stand it up slow. So we have a little bit of a transition time because we're coming off the mat. It's gonna be a side step into a balance. So it looks like this, quick. Step, 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 balance. Step, 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 balance. If you're not hopping, it's quick steps. Really focusing on getting your knee up and holding that balance. If you are hopping, maybe you can get high knees in between for a little more cardio. Pick what you need for today. But it is that pause in the balance. You got this. Can you pick up your pace? We got 20 seconds. Use your arms, use your breath, tighten up that core. 10. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Side plank, left arm's down. Forearm, forehand. Feet are stacked, staggered, or modified. But make that top arm active. Opening up your chest, opening your hips the same direction. Lift those hips just even half an inch. Reach that top arm up, straight and strong. And press your bottom shoulder away from your ear. Three, 2, 1, stand it up. We got up downs, our last piece of cardio and strength. And then we plank. Come on up to your feet. You're gonna get low and then get high. Some like to call these burpees, I do not. Get low, step it out, all the way down maybe, all the way up, step it in, and stand. You're down, out, in, up. Maybe add a push-up, maybe add the jump, maybe do none of those things, just step it out, step it in, stand strong. 30 seconds to go, whatever you choose. You got this, strong mamas. Get that heart rate up one more time before we hit that other side plank. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side plank. Last piece of planking, you know the drill. Stack, stagger, or modify. Top arm comes up. Making your shoulder work. Making your biceps and triceps work. Breathe. If you find yourself wiggling all over the place, just stagger your feet. You can get better form, you can lift your hips, and you don't have the frustration of falling out of it. Home stretch, 10 seconds. Maybe look up towards that thumb. Maybe lean back a little bit for 3, 2, drop it down. 1, send those legs into a straddle, whatever that looks like for you. Take that left arm up and over. Big reach. You grab your toe, fantastic. You don't, that's me. Keeping my chest open, you want to feel the stretch down your side body and through that same leg. Reach it up over the top, other side. Keeping our chest open so we have room to breathe through our strong lungs. And bring it center. Hands come down, forearms come down. My super flexible ladies out there, reach towards your ankles, maybe even lay your chest on the mat. I've never been one of those people, but I hear it's lovely. Try it. Walk it back in. We're gonna butterfly. Bottoms of your feet come together. Just sit up tall. Scoot those feet towards the rest of your body. And then if you want a little bit more, tilt it forward, but keep a straight back to start. Tip out as far as you can with a straight back. And then once you reach your limit, round it over, think nose towards your toes. Very nice. Slowly stand it up. Gonna end with a quad stretch. Plant one foot down, usually the better one that you have balance on. Grab for that foot, same arm. Then pull your tailbone down and under. Keep your knees close together. And focus on something that's not moving. Or I like to hold this invisible lamppost. If you're a disaster and you're moving all over the place, that's fine. Hold something that's actually stationary. Lean up against the wall. You do want to be able to at least be there for a few seconds to feel the stretch through your quad muscle. And then we'll switch it over, other side. Like I said, one side's usually better than the other. So knees close once again. Tuck the tailbone under so you feel it through your hip flexor and through your quad. And then find that spot where you're welcome to hold my same invisible lamppost. Go ahead, release it. Let's take one last inhale together. Arms come down, around, out of the screen and up. Palms come to heart center, pressing together. And I always love to thank myself for showing up because it's not easy. There's a million other things that have to get done today. Thank you for taking the time to join me through this strength. Go have a great day.